Speaker sir, I rise to support the motion moved by the government as regards Mhadei. All of us are, I think, aware and as much concerned as to what is this issue, to what extent we have to go to see that Mhadei is protected or the diversion of the water is stopped by all means. First of all, I was listening very carefully to all those people speaking here. And it has been the speeches not only in this August House, but what some of our honorable members from across the spectrum have been speaking in different forums. This is not a recent fight, Speaker sir. This is not a recent issue, what we have to delve into. But everyone realizes, and rightly so, the very reasons that Goa is a beautiful place, the most preferred destination for the natural beauty, for its flora and fauna, for the wildlife, for what Goa is itself would be, I would say, destroyed once for all if there is a diversion of the Mhadei river, particularly the water outside the basin. That is what is the issue. And Speaker sir, when we talk of a double engine, as a government which is functional, we have seen how it has helped this lovely state of Goa in more ways than one, whether it is in terms of development, whether in terms of all-round change of the face of Goa, which everybody appreciates, into moving as a progressive state. But as against this, what is coming to hit us is the unilateral decision of a neighboring state who has a dispute not only with Goa, has a dispute with other two states as well. And all of a sudden, we have a DPR being slapped on our face. And this is a process which brought about this DPR. One cannot forget the attitude of our neighboring state. Even when this issue was sought to be raised in our parliament by none other than Shripad Naikji, who is our very own minister, the way he was heckled, not allowed to speak, speaks volumes of the attitude of our big brother, I would say, because they have much more MPs, more than 28 MPs in the House, in Parliament. And we had one minister who is our MP, elected from the north, who tried to bring and make points which were relevant for the center to listen. Such is their attitude. If this is the case, Speaker sir, can the opposition simply point fingers at us? When our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawant, called a meeting, invited members from across the spectrum, particularly the opposition MLAs, they were hardly few steps away, not even few meters away, the leader of opposition's room and the PSC room. Why did they not come and discuss? Whatever points they tried to make by going all the way to Sankli could have been very much made on the same platform in this very assembly, where they could have come and expressed their views. Instead, what are we saying? On such an important issue, politics is sought to be made. I want to remind them, it is not only our responsibility as a ruling party, it is not only responsibility of the government in power, it is the responsibility of the opposition, it is the responsibility of every political party. And even then, Speaker sir, did we see unity amongst the opposition? One particular party stayed away even from that opposition meet in Sakli, and today you had to escort him out of the house. What type of attitude? What type of behavior? Are you committed to a cause, or are you tuji podi bandh paela? You only want to see that things happen your way. But this government, Speaker sir, I want to say, is very much seized of everything. I was the member of the delegation which met the Union Home Minister, which met Shekhawat ji. The way we presented our case, the way everything was explained threadbare, what will happen to Goa in real time, in real form, was explained. We were led that time by our Chief Minister, and I must say, very effectively we were able to project our case. with the maps, with data, with figures, with projections, what will actually be the fact. And we were all very happy, Speaker Sir, only on one point. Center already had all the information with them. One categorical assurance came to us. Just because you are a small state, don't forget, for us it does not matter whether you are ruling or opposition. We protect the country. And we protect the interests of even smaller states, even more than the bigger states. This was the assurance, and much more. Perhaps certain things cannot be brought in the public domain and exposed in such a manner that the center will not be able to act, whether it is withdrawal of the DPR, whether not giving the clearance, environmental clearance, or whether not giving clearance from the Wildlife Board. All these things have to be looked at. While we fight effectively, politically, and nobody can fight it better than the own ruling party, when we call it a double engine, the same BJP government at the center, led by the most dynamic and iconic leader like PM Modi ji, led here by Pramod Sawant ji. Who else can fight the battle better? But that is not our point, Speaker Sir, at this point in time. We want all the Goans to unite. And for all Goans to unite, you need a leadership from every party to look at the cause in its proper perspective. Come on one common platform. See that it is your interest. See that it is the interest of every Goan. See that it is the interest of Amche Bangaranche Goy. And do not please make politics. Speaker Sir, have we only rested having faith in our leadership, which we really have, without any doubt? No, Speaker Sir, we are not taking any chances. We are fighting a solid legal battle as well. We have not let our guard down as far as the legal battle is concerned. We are very much up in the Supreme Court so that we are not found wanting, even as far as the legal challenge is concerned. Speaker Sir, in this respect, I want to mention one thing. Even in Tamil Nadu, recently, after so many years, nobody thought such a decision will come in one particular place. I don't want to name it, but in Tamil Nadu, as many as 100 hotels had to be closed. Again, because of an environmental issue, the Supreme Court chose, again because of environmental issue. And can it be the case, Speaker Sir, please tell me, where Goa would perhaps die out, entire Western Ghats will be destroyed. All that you see special about Goa, about nature itself, will the center in its right mind allow the thing to be destroyed? Will the Supreme Court, where in this country, it is a true democratic process. You have a very strong judiciary. If you apply the judicial mind properly, if we put forward our legal challenge properly with proper data, then the decision is bound to come in our favor, Speaker Sir. But what is most disheartening is we are only 40 MLAs in this August House with a few political parties. Can we not, for the sake of Goa, for the sake of the Goans, for the sake of very survival of this blessed place, can we not show unity? Are we going to have the crab mentality hurting us again on this important issue? Are we going to show the whole world that we are like crabs? If anybody prospers, we are going to pull the next crab down? This crab mentality has to stop somewhere, Speaker Sir. And here is a golden opportunity. When the occasion demands, yes, we are one. That is what the opposition has to display. I was very much dismayed by another thing that happened. There was one particular leader who sits in my neighborhood here in the assembly. He said he was the one, in the name of all the opposition, made an announcement there at that Sakli meeting. In 15 days' time, if you do not withdraw DPR, then I will declare Goa Bandh. That means he is going to go fully agitational. Is this the way to solve the problem, Speaker Sir? Which government of the day with self-respect and a very powerful government like the BJP would like a gun to be held at its temple and say, withdraw this, otherwise I will do this? Who will listen to such particular behavior? Who will go as per on such a thing to listen to you? It is the show of unity that is required, not show of hollow strength, wherein you are threatening. Nobody is going to take your threats seriously. You need the center to be with you on the same page. And that is what exactly, by proper arguments, by proper data, by proper maps, we have been consistently following this up, even visits by many of our activists. Yes, it is not the job only of the politicians or the government of the day. It is the job of all environmentalists. It is the job of all activists. It is the job of every Goan for that matter. Come together on one platform. Fight for something which is going to threaten your very survival. We know how much problems we have as far as water is concerned. We know how much problem we will be there in entire Goa. It is your very survival which is at stake, which we have to realize. Come together, work together. Therefore, my earnest appeal, I don't want to take more time, I can go on saying so many things, but my humble appeal to everybody from across the spectrum, whether you are in another political party, whether you are an activist, whether you are in another organization, don't try to show that strength, what was shown in Sankli. It will only show division amongst us. Let the government, let the opposition, along with the people, entire Goa, speak in one voice. Yes, at no cost, we will allow the diversion of the river Mhadei. We will see that we fight a very strong legal battle in the Supreme Court if nothing else works. But we are nevertheless confident. Centre will definitely come to the rescue of Goa. Don't expect things to happen by threats, because even the issuing of DPR is a process by various lobbying. So it is another process which will have to withdraw that. It cannot happen overnight, as some people think, by giving deadlines. That is what we have to understand. Therefore, in the interest of Goa, in the interest of the people of our lovely state, in the interest of protecting our Bangaraचे गोंय, आम्ही सगळे जाण एक जावन गोंयचो खऱ्या अर्थान सांबाळ करूया आणि बेस्टेज कायच्या काय पॉलिटिक्स हेजेर करूया नाका. एक मतान आम्ही एक जावन फुडें वचून सेंटरा दाखोवया, जगा दाखोवया आम्ही कशें हें डायवर्शन करपा दिवपा ना. मदय आम्ही राखतले, आपल्या आवयचे देखभाल आम्ही करता तशें, आनी सदांच गोंयकार एक म्हूण आम्ही दाखोवया. हें सांगून हांव देव बरें करूं म्हणटा.